Great, well, we'll get started. Thank you so much for joining this webinar on House of Waine this afternoon. Just some housekeeping before we get started. The webinar will be recorded and we'll send it out in a follow-up towards the end of the week with the recording and everything you may need to sell House of Waine. We will have some time for questions at the end, so do put anything that comes to mind throughout the presentation into the chat box and I will answer it at the end. And yeah, we'll get started. So it'll be quite a short presentation. So House of Waine is a boutique hotel in Nairobi. So we are located in the suburb of Karen, which is a really beautiful suburb. And it's really where you want your guests to stay when they're staying in Nairobi. So there's lots to do in Karen, and we'll touch on the activities at the end. But House of Waine itself is a 11-bedroom property and a 2-bedroom exclusive use cottage. And in terms of access, we are 30 minutes from the international airport, and then 20 minutes then from Wilson Airport. So really well connected, and as I said, close proximity to all of the attractions and activities that guests want to do in Nairobi. So the starting rate is $705 per room. That's on B&B, but we do have half board and full board rates as well. So as I said, in the suburb of Karen in Nairobi, we also offer a really great day rate for guests who may not want to spend a night in Nairobi but do have a long layover at the airport. So for $60 per person, you get a welcome drink, meal, and use of the pool and the facilities of the hotel. So just a really great offer for guests to take advantage of if they are not staying a night in Nairobi. So for those of you who do know House of Waine, the hotel was refurbished at the end of 21. So just a lot more elevated and stylish in its look and feel, a lot more contemporary. As I said, the hotel is surrounded by beautiful, lush gardens. So a really nice place for guests to relax and, you know, enjoy a walk around the garden or a garden lunch when staying here. We also have our pool and pool pavilion. So this is where guests who are making use of that day offer can stay. And you can also just see here at the corner of the picture, that is the 2-bedroom exclusive use cottage. So I'll show images of that in a minute, but just for context, that is where it is. Dining, again, really great food here, real hearty meals. Of course, we can cater for any requirements, but just a really, really great food, really great service as well. So as I said, we have 10 bedrooms in the main hotel and 1 suite. And all of the bedrooms, you know, they're very spacious, very stylish in their design. This is a suite, so this is a lovely one for honeymooners or guests who are maybe staying an extra couple of days in Nairobi. We can do private dining out in the veranda, and they all have really big windows, all looking over the gardens, lets in lots of light. And as I said, these were refurbished at the end of 21. So, you know, really nice design. All of the rooms have a different look and feel. And we also have our interconnecting rooms as well. So these are great for, I suppose, families, bigger groups of people traveling together. And they're also at one end of the hotel. So guests can almost take that area of the hotel exclusively and be in their own kind of area. So they're not around other guests. This is the 2-bedroom cottage. So as I said, just kind of situated behind the pool and pool pavilion area. Very spacious lounge and dining area. We then have our ensuite bedroom and then a smaller single room. So you wouldn't get an extra bed in here, but we can accommodate in the bigger room if guests wish. We also have conferencing facilities. So the hotel does get a lot of domestic and international conferences, but nothing that would be intrusive or you know, for other guests staying there. Again, we have our library facilities. So just lots of places across the hotel for guests to you know, relax and break away. So just touching on the activities, again, we're in a really great location in Karen. And there's lots to do in Nairobi as well. We often say that it's a bit of a shame that guests kind of whistle through Nairobi and head out straight on safari because there is so much to do here. For example, you have Sheldrick Trust, Giraffe Centre, the Karen Blixen Museum, and there's a real kind of up and coming food and beverage scene in Nairobi as well. The Talisman, Boho Eatery, Cultiva is another really big one at the moment. Um, so yeah, just lots of things to do in Nairobi and are really worth a guest staying here a night or two pre or post safari.